Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 14th. This week, you start off with the Five of Spades, which is all about needing to make sure that you look at all the options available. It can sometimes mean that you're being closed off to the ideas as well. So just know that you might need to open up a little bit this week. This card asks you to do that. It's kind of like one of those things. It's like if you're not moving forward in a certain way that you would like to, this card can sometimes be like, well, are you working hard enough to move forward in that area? So it's like, if you work by yourself or whatever, and you have to be self-motivated, but you're not motivated, and you're sitting on the couch or whatever, which there's nothing wrong with, but sometimes we need that. But it's like, well, if you want more money, then you have to go out and look, do something about it. So that's what the card warns against. It warns against like things like being lazy and not opening your eyes to the opportunities. Sometimes this card can sometimes mean like you don't want to see those things. So it's kind of like one of those things. You really have to ask yourself, do I really want this? The problem with this card too is it can be in a lot of areas. It can be in love. It can be in work, business, finance, starting a business, starting a new job, everything. So it's going to be different for all of you. But just know that if there's some area where you're kind of stuck or you're not moving forward, just look at something different that you could be doing. And if that doesn't interest you, then ask yourself, like, do I really want to do this in the first place? Get clear with this card. You have the Ten of Hearts coming in, which is an extremely positive card. It literally means that your problems are melting away. Your problems from the past are going away, not having to deal with them anymore. It brings in extreme positivity, brings in a lot of good situations. Asks you to focus on the positive as well, but to be frank, this card is so positive that it doesn't matter. It brings in so much positivity that you will be positive. The card, like I said, melts old problems, removes bad situations. If you've been stuck in a negative situation or something, this can clear it right out. Definitely can bring in more money and all of those other things. So just know that that is also on the table. Very positive card. This card alone can make your week very, very positive. So know that in advance. You have the Three of Clubs coming up next. Great card to get. Another one. This is like a second chance. So again, if you've been banging your head against the wall with that Five of Spades, this is you like getting a second chance at something and being able to really kind of, it's like, I've said this for a while with Leo, it's like you've been working on something and you've been stuck there in a good way. Like it's like a lot of other signs kind of like fly all over the place and whatever it is they're trying to move forward in, but it's like Leo has at least been very specific about what they want their life to look like, what they want to do. And I mean, I get this energy from Leo in the first place, but I guess it makes sense Leo-wise. I'm not too up on all the astrological signs and stuff, but it definitely kind of brings in that second chance. So I feel like what I was trying to say is I feel like a lot of you have been really kind of like focusing on this one area, and this can bring in another second chance. I feel like Leo has had this in the past as well, that you've gotten second chances in areas that you've been working for and working towards, but this is another one. It's like really nudging you along here and really trying to move you forward, so that energy is there. You have the Two of Spades coming up next, which is a card of needing to trust yourself. It's a card of really being very spiritual, taking a spiritual approach to your whole life. People with this card make great leaders as well. A lot of people say all the spades are negative and things like that. I mean, the cards are what you make them, but but it can be a positive card. It's a card, it is a challenging card in a lot of ways, but it can bring in a great deal of positivity as well. People who get this card are like, they can definitely achieve a level of being even noticed, like in being, like, I don't want to say famous, but it's like, being a recognized figure in whatever it is. Like I said, it's like all Leos are almost like working towards one specific thing work-wise, and they're really trying to work for it. And like, this is you getting recognized for all those things even. It's kind of like a you against yourself card, though. It says that you are your own worst enemy in this kind of battle. I think a lot of you are realizing that, and you are trying to overcome that. So don't get stuck in the blaming yourself and then getting stuck in this like depression thing where you don't do anything and all this other stuff. Keep moving forward. This is a very successful card. Like I said, people who have this card can end up being very, very successful. So know that that is on the table for you next week. So thank you. and definitely enjoy the week.